Have you guys ever played League of Legends? For me, that's kind of a loaded question because I used to be a very, nice, kind boy, who never played that sort of game, and I'd always kind of dog on it every chance I got. I'd say, ew, stinky, not me, I would never play that. And this one day, I guess I was in just a terrible mood, and I didn't care about my life anymore, and so what happened was I wanted to play. So I asked my addicted friend, and he told me, okay. I was like, I want to play. Do you want to play? And he's like, yeah. Instead of saying no, don't start the game. Don't get addicted. Stay clean. He handed me the needle. He said, inject. And so I did. And now I'm kind of, I'd say right now my addiction is not bad. I'm able to, first of all, I know that I have a problem. That's step one. But number two, I'm kind of getting clean already. I don't have that urge to play anymore. And it's honestly because of how shit the game is. It's so terrible. It's so bad. Tell me why, when you want to play a game and there's multiple ways to play, you want to be able to choose the way you want to play. Do you understand? And so when I'm like, oh, I don't know. You know what I'm really feeling this game? I'm feeling a top game. I want to play top lane. I want to do some Mbessa top. Let's do it. I only play, maybe 2 or 3 games a day max. That's like already a lot. Occasionally when I do want to play. And so I'll queue for top, and then it'll be like, nope, you're mid, which is my second choice. Why is there even a second choice at all? Why don't you just give me what I want to play? Because I won't want to play if you're giving me some, that's like, I'm trying to think of that's like you applying for a job. You're like, oh, you have a nice law firm. I want to be a lawyer. I went to school for 10 years and let me be a lawyer. And then they're like, sorry, we couldn't give you that. Here's the second option. You can be the janitor. Man, fuck the janitor. I don't want to be a janitor. What do you think this is? I want to be a janitor? No, thanks. I didn't want that. So why are you even... Or like you go to a bakery and you're like, give me that donut. And they're like, here's a loaf of bread. Your second option. Is that what you like? No, man, that's not what I asked for. So, why would you even do that? Why would you... And what's even worse? Sometimes they don't even give you the second option. They just say, you know what? Just play this random thing. Play jungle. I don't play that role. The thing is if it was just intuitive, fine. But it's like a completely different game. Instead of fighting someone the whole time, you're stuck in the jungle, which is just like not... I don't know, maybe for some of you who have never played before, there's like multiple kind of lanes, which are like fighting arenas, I guess you could say, where 2 players usually meet and they fight, and jungle's everywhere else. And so you're just running through killing NPCs, brainless NPCs that like you're killing wolves. You're just clicking on them. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that for fucking an hour, I don't even know, how is that even fun? And then all you do, basically, to get your kills is you wait for one of the opponents in one of those fighting lanes to be low HP, and then you just invade, you third party them, and you just completely destroy them when they're already low HP. And it can be hard if you don't know what you're doing because you don't play that ever. This is why they give you the option in these games where there's multiple characters where you can choose the character you want to play. For the most part. Like in Overwatch, if they ban the hero you want to play, then yeah, you are kind of, there's kind of a problem. You have to pick another kind of character, but if you're queuing DPS, you're going to get DPS eventually. They're not just going to give you something else. Whereas, because you might only know DPS champions. But if I'm queuing League, they might as well they can just give me whatever. Oh, play support. I don't know any support champs. What do you want me to do? And maybe I do know them, but like, you really want to see my Lulu? Like, I'm trash. I'll admit it, I'm trash. I don't play, but this is, yeah, it's just awful. Why would you do that to me? Or like, I'm playing mid. Now I want to play mid. I'm like, I want to play mid. I just want to play one game of Fizz. So easy. He's actually a brainless character, completely brain dead, requires no skill whatsoever. You can just ignore all the basics of the game. It's perfect. And the problem is I'll be like, yeah, let me play Fizz, and I'll queue for mid lane, and I'll actually get it. I'll get mid lane. Oh, yay, I can play who I want now. No, never, okay? Either, like, some guy on the other team bans the champion I want to play, so now I can't play him. Or, you know, I'll be like, oh, great, they didn't ban the one character I want to play. Let me play him right now. And then they'll lock him in before me. My God, dude, can I just play who I want? Is it that hard? Why does it have to? And the worst thing is like, this will happen like a few times in a row, and that'll just like drive me insane because I'm not even getting to play what I want, you know? You know, it's fine. Okay, I'll play Katarina mid or something else. But that's not what I wanted, right? That's not what in this game, you know, it's free. There's no one forcing me to play it. I'm just saying that you bait me in. You're like, oh, look at this fun thing you want to try. Nope. Or even worse, like I'll finally get it, and then I'll just get counter-picked. Like the opponent will see who I'm playing and pick the perfect counter where the whole game becomes miserable. Like I'll play in best of top, and they'll pick Aurelia. And then, you know, or I usually ban Aurelia, but they'll pick like Tryndamere or something. This guy just has an invincibility button. He just clicks it and he's invincible. Oh my God. You know, why would you do that? Why would you add that to the game? I don't get it. You know, I don't understand. It's hard to kind of wrap your head around. And the worst part is they already have a solution for this. You know, if you play Swift play or whatever they call it in their thing, quick game, you can lock in your hero. There is no ban phase or whatever. So you play the character you want. And you lock it in before the game even starts, before the match is even found. You pick who you want and the role you want. And then it puts you into a game where you're already that character. So there is no bans. Isn't that way better? And then but people, well, oh, but we don't get to counter pick anymore. You shouldn't be able to do that. You shouldn't even be able to know who you're versing. It should just put you into the game. So your true skill can show. So you can show them how. You know, when you're I don't know, when you're playing Valorant, right? You don't see who the other people are picking. You just pick your character and you get into a game, and that's how it should be. That doesn't make sense to me. I'm lost. I don't know. Let the player pick their ban and the character they want to play before the game even starts, and then just find them a game where that will work, where the other player isn't one of those bans, and then everyone gets to play who they want. Problem solved. You get to play who you want when you want. Isn't that not better? I don't know. Anyway, that's all. I just wanted to get that out there. Hope you guys have a great day. I'll probably quit the game. Yeah. I mean, I'm trash anyway. See ya. Have a good one.